Como más raleado. Y la verdad, ¿quiénes son los semifinalistas? ¿Cómo se cruzan? Allí está Milner.
Y los dos Silva, Bernardo Silva, David Silva y Robertson YNWA en la mitad de la...
Señoras y señores, la orden del juez. Y mirá cómo están defendiendo en la mitad de la cancha. No viene el centro, la pelota queda muerta. Atención, pelota larga, se viene Starling, puede ser el primero y está. ¡Gol! El City lo hizo Gabriel Jesús, señoras y señores. A los 2 minutos de comenzado el partido. Allí Fantay se quejó en la salida por la izquierda. El árbitro no se la dio, se mancó y de esta forma, señoras y señores, lo dicho en la previa, el City tiene con qué hacer goles, pero tan temprano, increíble por ahora el equipo de Guardiola. Esto nos deja con suspenso, Diego, 1-0.
Una eficacia notable, no hubo falta sobre Van Dijk, no hubo falta, ya fue poco como lento hacia afuera.
La pelota de Sané, ahí falta el ataque
en este partido y este gol.
Aquí viene Salah, muy cerrado. Sané, atención, le da de Prime.
El otro Silva, David Silva con Sané, buscando eso. No,
al City va al centro, va, atención, lo pasa Firmino.
No le dio la oportunidad al arquero a salir de esa comba. Fíjense cómo se queda.
Sané, la mete a Silva, atención. Sané, el centro de Sané. Uy, uy, uy. Otamendi. Upa.
Y el arquero que se duerme, pierde un tiempo. Se resbaló también, se resbaló. No hay intención de ir con los 2 pies hacia adelante, sino que se desliza.
Buena pelota, corre Sterling. Atención, se viene Sterling. Upa.
Ahí.
La sacaron para Sané. El centro de David para Bernardo. Van los Silvas. Pelota larga, puede ser. Atención para el centro. Ahí va, si la pica, va el centro pasado. La manotea larga. Ahí está Sané. Sacando a David Silva. Sané.
Muchos pases con los Silvas. Con el alemán Sané.
Otra llamada, tirar. Bueno, acá se viene Sané. Corner. Silva. Ganó Silva. Pidió la primera.
Claro, pidió la primera.
Él pidió la primera.
Él pidió la primera.
¿Qué eso ya te están parando la jugada?
Sí, señor. Sí. Claro,
La pelota larga. Termina siendo. Viene Gabriel Jesús y por afuera Sané.
No vio el pase, se le movió el compañero.
Uy, qué buena pelota metió, pero... De Bruyne, va al centro, va.
Usando, está generando al Liverpool un desconcierto muy grande.
Atención, va el córner, va. Viene el centro, atención. Ahí está Bernardo Silva, le da De Bruyne.
Parece lo que decíamos, se desdobla De Bruyne para acompañar, pero ya está.
Oh, la pelota rebota en Milner. Bernardo Silva.
Decíamos, no puede controlar ese espacio en vivo. El tándem ahí.
Ahí. Te iba a decir, ahí había. Aquí está Walker. Divide. Le dio la porta esa pelota. La busca Sterling. Silva, pelota para Sterling. Tenía ganas de tirar. Ahí va Sterling, atención. Sterling.
No.
Esto está. Así viene Fernandinho. Silva, atención. Espera Gabriel Jesús, se pasa.
Entre los pasillos de los jugadores del Liverpool, ¿no? Porque
Sterling. Bernardo Silva. Sigue el zurdo. ¡Oh!
Qué bueno que es el cambio de frente para sacar la pelota de la boca.
David Silva. Sterling. Atención. Atención el tiro. Atención, Bernardo Silva. ¡Ah! Palo en el desvío. Se le rompiendo el arquero. Milner para atrás. Ahí está. Y entonces, ahí le explica el niño. Allí viene Sané. Sané para Silva. Sané.
Toca Milner. Claro, para mí
la televisión europea
le agrega velocidad. Qué remate.
Se viene Salah sobre el final para Chamberlain. Ahí está. Contraataque lo habrá soñado mucho tiempo antes, en el primer tiempo. sido expulsado. De Bruyne. Va levantando para Sané. Zurdo, picando la pelota, atención. La dejan corta. Y por esta calentura. Por este. Está buen toque, señores, de Sané. David Silva. Aldol lo marca Sané. Yo te digo, y va Salah, lo tiene. La picó. Liverpool, Mohamed Salah empata el partido, señoras y señores. 10 minutos, 1 para el Manchester City, 1 para el Liverpool.
Implacable el Liverpool, implacable. Planchó el partido, conservó la pelota, empezó mediante la elaboración del juego a desarticular, menos compacto, el City menos compacto. Y aquí, la diagonal hasta llegar a la parte donde se acelera la jugada, donde ya ahí no hay tiempo para reflexionar, ¿no? Aquí. Qué bien la aceleró Mané, pasó entre medio de dos. El riesgo del penal creo que estuvo en la cabeza y después en la definición.
Qué frialdad, ¿no?
Qué frialdad. Con Otamendi, que había jugado un partido intachable, pero el momento de Salah, la seguridad de Salah.
Claro, ¿no? Se está moviendo igual el City. El pelotazo que mete YNWA, quedaron los locales. Segundo para Firmino. Atención, va el Colorado de Bruyne.
Es evidente que ese gol genera un impacto muy grande.
David Silva. Va para Milner. Espera el centro atrás Mané. Pelota para Sané. El córner de Sané va al centro, va pasado. A ver si puede pasar al frente, va al centro, va.
Con la noción de lo irremediable, que estás casi...
Para Mané, se viene Salah. Pelota para el equipo. El equipo tiene que hacer 1000 goles. El centro que viene, atención. Buscando la pelota el Kun Agüero, atención. Se viene Agüero, mete el canto de De Bruyne. Viene el centro, otro desvío. Bernardo Silva. El chanfle que va hacia adentro.
Centros que son bastante previsibles.
¿No? Pero como arrancó el segundo tiempo. De Bruyne, desvío. Laporte, el desvío.
Jugar este partido con un alto grado de tensión también.
El centro de Sané, Otamendi. Se viene Liverpool, el centro muy pasado. Sané saca.
Lleva a dos jugadores, acumula y de pronto se abre.
Viene Sané, a ver si viene el gol, centro pasado.
Atrás, el Liverpool buscando esa variante por arriba.
No. Atención, Firmino. Lo hizo Firmino, grosera equivocación de Otamendi. 2-1 en Liverpool.
Y así, el impacto de ese primer gol. Otamendi, que ha hecho un gran primer tiempo, este segundo tiempo desfigurado. La sensación de derrota, perder el foco. Fíjense, duda, no me pase, quiere hacer un pase hacia el medio cuando Firmino estaba presionando. Excelente el Liverpool. Excelente porque capitalizó todo lo que le dieron, todo. Y lo que se generó en el segundo tiempo en un partido mucho más abierto. Que bien eligió, se perfiló el cuerpo y puso la pelota bien lejos. Este sí es el gol ya que decide quién va a semifinales.
Señoras y señores. No fue pase para Gabriel Jesús. Ahí está el gol de Gundogan. Sí, señor.
Sí. Ya se le cruzó la duda, pero claro, Fernandinho no le salió. Lo atacó, fue directo hacia el arco. Y...
que llegaron de una forma. Sterling escapando, centro atrás. Que la pelota la va a sacar. ¡Apa! ¡Qué peligroso! Falta. Pelota para Gabriel Jesús. Gabriel Jesús, que concentración es otra. El centro que se vino. Por la historia. Pasa a semifinales.
No tuvo misericordia, no tuvo piedad. Pero bueno, está a punto de consagrarse en la Premier, en la Champions, comprando defensores. Quizás necesita algún...
No fue pase para Gabriel Jesús. Ahí está el gol de Gundogan. Sí, señor.
Sí, se le cruzó la duda.
I think these two ties over these two legs against Manchester City, they found that they can defend the box comfortably. They're comfortable sitting in and waiting for teams to come and go round us. You ain't going to come through the middle of us. We've got two banks of 4 or 5. You aren't coming through the middle. You won't penetrate central areas. But then when we get it, we've got the confidence, the utmost belief in our front three to go and cause devastation up the other end of the pitch. And this tie, 5-1 against undoubtedly the best team in the league this year, convincing 5-1, beating. Phenomenal display from this Liverpool team.
Word on Manchester City, Frank. They gave it a go in the first half. It could have been different. Obviously, they're very unlucky with the disallowed goal before half-time.
Yeah, well, I think the damage was done at Anfield. They gave themselves a really tough mountain to climb tonight. They approached the game brilliant in the first half. Energy, kept Liverpool pinned back in their own half. The only thing they didn't do was really do the damage in the box like we've seen them do at earlier points in the season. That link-up play was there to a degree, but when they got in the box, Liverpool were there to defend it. They couldn't find their little slip passes. They end up trying to cross the ball a bit too much, and with Jesus up front against Van Dijk and Lovren, it's always going to be difficult. And it seems to me like their performance has slightly just petered out, and it happens. But they've been brilliant all season. Sometimes you get to a point in the season where your form dips, important players' forms dip, and they've come up against a team that are on a high, and they're all performing.
Jurgen Klopp, another victory over Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, he seems to have his card. Great record against them. I think this Liverpool team, with the arrival of Van Dijk, have found a big piece of the jigsaw. I think they've always looked dangerous going forward under Jurgen since the moment he come in the door. They've always looked threatening. They've always took the game to opposition teams, but they've had a weakness, and everyone's been criticising them at the back. I think the arrival of Van Dijk has had such a big lift on everyone else around him. You could see him cajoling the back four today, organising everyone. He's lifted Lovren, he's helping the two full-backs out immensely, and I think he's even helping the goalkeeper. So the piece of that jigsaw is massive.
We talked before the game, Rio, about the massive gamble he paid tonight, Pep Guardiola. In the first half, they were very dominant and it looked good, but it always looked like it was a real gamble.
Yeah, but I think you've seen in previous years, over the last couple of years, since the end of his Barcelona tenure and then Bayern Munich, when he goes out at this stage or semi-final stage of the tournament, they go out with big numbers against him. So the way he plays is risky, and I think the top games, you've got to play with an element of risk sometimes to win the big competitions, and he does that, and he's come unstuck today. But what I would say about Klopp, I think the credit has to go to him, and what he does is another manager who improves players. Chamberlain comes reignited, Salah, different player, Mane's been brilliant again this season, Firmino, Robertson, the left back from Hull, producing at this stage, looking comfortable, and the young lad Trent Alexander-Arnold is phenomenal today.
Thanks very much, Gary. James, what a night, what a result after a pretty nerve-wracking first half, has to be said.
Yeah, it was. They're a good team. They're always going to put you under pressure. We knew that. We couldn't get out. We needed to be higher and put a bit more pressure on them. If you give good players time on the ball, they're going to hurt you. And they had chances, but I think that shows a lot how we came out second half and went again and put in that performance and got the result.
Mo, you were the calm in the storm there. That goal pretty much sealed it for you.
Yeah, I think the goal was on time for us because they were pressing very high and they had many chances. So in the beginning we struggled a little bit because they scored the first 2 minutes. So after that we come back, we played hard and we get the result. That's the most important thing.
Were you a little bit surprised by their formation? Did that catch you out?
I changed my position many times, but in the end we play as a team. We play 11 players, everyone give 100%. So we are happy about the result.
Had to keep you nervous, as I said at the top, that worst possible start, 1 minute 57 seconds to get the crowd going here.
Yeah, in a way, maybe it woke us up as well, that early, and I think, like I say, that says a lot about the boys to come under that pressure first half, and at the end of the second game as well, really, and to go one down early on. Got the crowd up. Like I say, they're a good team. They're always going to have chances, but second half we got hold of it slightly more. We still have to improve, and we need to learn from the tie. But I think everyone knows how good Man City are, so to beat them over both games is a good confidence builder for us. Shows we're a good team, but again, there's a lot that we can learn from these two games as well.
Bit of a lucky break in the first half. It looked like that Leroy Sané goal was a legitimate goal. But what was the message at half-time then?
We obviously wanted to improve. Like I say, we didn't get high enough, so we couldn't get the pressure on them, and that's as a team, everyone together. So we needed to do that. I thought we got about them a bit more second half. Kept the ball slightly better and a bit more composed at times, but we defended well again, and that's the key and what you're always going to have to do. against these sorts of teams, and when you got guys like him up front, it obviously helps.
You're enjoying that, Mo. The fans are enjoying it as much as you. It's a big statement, isn't it, for Liverpool? A big statement for Liverpool into the last four for the first time in 10 years.
Yeah, it's a good song. I like it, but you know, in the end, I said many times, I play for the team. I try to score each game to help the team to get a point, to win a game. That's the most important thing for me.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Thanks for your time.
Just to wait till everyone's settled in front of the cameras. Good stuff. Sam, kick us off.
Hello, Jürgen. It was such a contrast. You in the second half, you just looked so much more comfortable. I mean, did you change it slightly at half-time? Did you switch Firmino and Salah around?
That we did in the first half already. We only looked at when we explained it then a little bit better, maybe because in the first half it you saw more needed a little bit to come in the game, and so we made that change already first half, but yeah, we could explain it better. The problem was, but then not more anymore. The problem was that because we felt so much under pressure with the first contact already, we sent him in the next race. That makes not too much sense. If you play 1 against 2 constantly, that it's not cool. But the boys found a solution, and we had these 2-3 moments in the first half already, but the best one in the last minute of the first half. So it was easy for me and for the boys as well then to see the development of the game, that we are already through the whirlwind. Yeah, and it was on the one hand side the worst start you can get, the 1-0. On the other hand side, then the first question was already answered. So yes, they can score goals, and that will be difficult. So I was not in doubt about that, and I can imagine that Pep was not happy with the goal, even though I didn't see it so far. But over 2 legs, over 2 games, I really think we are deserved in the next round. We scored 5 goals against Man City. We conceded 1. That's absolutely these numbers are usually not possible, and the boys did it. So I'm happy.
Just 2, please, Pena.
Another goal for Mo Salah. Was that the moment you knew you were in the semi-finals?
No, I didn't think about it. I don't have to. I have enough time now to think about it. To be honest, it was not that I need these moments, but of course it was in the halftime. He said it. A goal. If we score a goal, that would change the atmosphere slightly, and that was clear from the beginning. That's the best thing with it being 3-0 up. It's all clear. You saw the lineup of Man City. They took all the risk, and it could have worked. To be honest, it could have worked, and but it was clear as well. If they cannot score enough, then there's always a chance for us. So I would have been nervous if we are 3-0 down for halftime. But even then, I would have known that we have the chance to score 1 or 2. So I knew we have to change a little bit for the first half. We have to be more compact, to win more second balls, to be more compact, and then because of that, winning more second balls, and then playing more and better football in the moments where we get the ball. So that was second half much better, and I really think we were then really difficult with this all constant threat in your mind that you know each ball you lose is now really difficult to defend again. That helps then, and so the boys deserved the semi-final.
One more, Ben.
Ahead of the game, you described Manchester City as one of the best, if not the best team in Europe. Now you've beaten them twice.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you can beat anyone left in the competition?
No, I knew that before. I really think they are the best team in the world at the moment. That's how it is. But I knew we can beat them. But that doesn't make us a better team. It only makes that's football. That's the cool thing in that game. It's still possible. And but it makes it only so difficult, and it will be difficult in the semis as well, 100%. So, but we are. Now in the semis, now first of all we should enjoy the moment, and the moment, because it's obviously a while ago that Liverpool was in the semis, and it was a while ago that I was in the semis. Now we're together there, so that's quite a cool moment, and I'm really happy about that.
Okay, gentlemen at the back of the room, then we'll go to James Ducker. Okay, there we are. Yes.
Jürgen, how would you describe the role of Sadio Mane in your team? Because everybody talks about Salah's goals, but Mane is involved in every key situation?
It's an outstanding moment. It's his birthday today, so he made his best present. Made himself the best present with a fantastic performance. He's so important for us. I didn't see the situation 100% when he got the yellow card, but he slipped. I'm pretty sure in that moment it was unlucky. And when then playing our kind of pressing style against a constantly attacking team like City and not being even close for another yellow, that's first of all really cool. And you see, Mo scored the goal, the first one, and we love the boy, all good. But the hard work did Bobby, Firmino and Sadio on the offensive wings, and that's how football should be. If you are in a better moment, Mo became fit yesterday, if you want. So was maybe now not at 100%. You have to always to start trusting your muscle again, new, and so it was. Sadio Mane is in an outstanding shape in the moment, and that helps us obviously a lot. Without the boys being in a good shape, you cannot go to the semi-finals. And they fought so hard tonight. That's unbelievable. After a really difficult start, and it's the best lesson for life. You always want that things start well and then getting even better. Our day started not too good, but we are still here, and that's a big lesson to learn. And nice that we could learn it tonight.
A couple more to go, James, and the gentleman here.
Jürgen, as outstanding as you were in the first half at Anfield and the second half tonight, is it almost as satisfying for you the way they managed the second half at Anfield and the way they reacted to that very early setback?
I like the second half at Anfield a little bit more than the first half. In the first half here tonight, it felt different, to be honest. But yes, how I said, we mature constantly. That's true. So the boys get more and more used to situations like that. If you could say anything bad about us in the past last few months, then it's on a good day we beat everybody, and on an average day we lose with cheap goals. And yeah, obviously we worked on that, and it's all about confidence, being convinced about what you're doing and stuff like that. And so we did it, but. On the other hand side, it's always like this. Yes, if the ball is here or there, around the box, in the box, you need to defend it, but it should not happen that often. So that's the truth. So because that only works if you have the ball, then you have to do something with it. So we are still in a development phase. That's how it is. But already a good team. So that's all.
Okay, we're going to take the final ones, guys.
If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you about the other game, which was playing tonight in the Champions League. I know you haven't seen the game, but haven't watched the game, but the final result was unexpected, absolutely unexpected. When did you know Barcelona were out, and which was your reaction?
I walked up the stairs here, and then somebody told me, and I really thought it's a joke. Not that I don't respect Roma, absolutely opposite. They are a fantastic football team. Edin Dzeko, wow, and who else played there? They always get another kind. They lost Mo Salah now in the semis, so that's quite a big thing. And yeah, but I cannot say anything about the game. I didn't expect before the game, but I knew it's possible. So and this competition is quite fair. So I really think that a normal final could have been Manchester against Barcelona. And now they are both out, but there will be still two other really strong teams in, plus Rome and us, and then we will see what happens, but that's not the thing I have to think about tonight.
Last couple. Gentleman there, yes, in the blue.
Jürgen, when you took charge 2.5 years ago, you said you needed 3 years to make Liverpool competitive. You think that today Liverpool are finally on par with Bayern, Real Madrid and Barcelona?
Because I'm pretty sure I didn't say how long I need, but
something like that, yeah.
Yeah. No, I said if I sit in 4 years still here, then probably we won something. Otherwise, it's not possible. That's already 2.5 years, and I won nothing. So time is running. I have absolutely no interest in comparing us. So Barcelona, Bayern, Real Madrid, they win everything in the last 20 years. It's exactly the same time when we pretty much didn't win anything as a club. So you will not become a winner overnight. That happens from time to time, but it's never really on a basis. It's only then it's a coincidence and a little bit of luck. So we only can develop. And this league is unbelievably strong. This competition is unbelievably strong. You cannot imagine how much intensity you feel before a game like this. Everybody wrote me a message, I will watch the game here, I will watch the game there, I'd have a beer, and I'm together with friends, and I would really like to do that as well. Sometimes only to drink a beer and watch a Champions League game. Unfortunately, it's always work. So it's all good, but it's not that you can enjoy it completely, but I don't care who is in, and we are here, and we deserved it. I'm really happy about that. And so far, we fought for each opportunity to get it and then to use it so hard, and that's what we will still do. But as I said, the other teams will have probably their targets as well when we meet them in the semis. So.